Alright, we're back here again. As you can see here, our darkness character is missing his horns because a little bit of an oversight on my part when it came to the initial drawing, which I used for a template later, is what sometimes looks good on paper doesn't always translate very well when you're going into carving a 3D object. As you can see here on our drawing, the angles in which you use on the drawing give you that somewhat 3D look for your drawing, but when it came to the actual horns on here, they just we're going to end up going two different directions unless I change the entire angle of the head. And I don't know if you can pick it up here, but I've already managed to put a fair amount of detail in already, so I honestly just didn't feel like going through and possibly messing it up and having to start from scratch. So we're just going to take the horns from another piece of wood and carve those separate. As you can see here, we've taken some of the wood off the back of the head so we can start getting the head finished so we can start working on the body. And if you can see here, we've started chipping away to get the torso a little bit further distance between it and the cape, if that's what you want to call it, so we can detail it after we finish the face up. And here in the back here, if you can see, we got quite a bit we're gonna have to take off to leave us with the amount of wood we actually want to work with. And since I wasn't really able to show the face detail work, it's a little hard to hold a camera and detail the face like this, figured I'd show y'all what we do back here. And it's pretty much the same tactic we use to get the rough form out. Is we go ahead with our small blade that swivels, and you go around, starting on your cuts like that, you go around with it, and then you come back through with the skew chisel where you went through with the swiveled knife, and then after that we use a chisel. That way we can really pry and get underneath there as far as we can. I'm going to try and demonstrate this now. Let's see. So we've already pre-cut it. Get the chisel underneath here. Push along, wiggle it along until you get all the way to the part, and then I give it kind of a twisting motion, and there we go. Comes right off. Alright, and then we're going to do the same thing on the other side here. There we go. Trying to loosen it up. There's that knife. There we go. We lost it for a minute. Alright, we got that sucker free too. Alright, and you see this right here? I don't know if I've mentioned it before, but we're using is balsa wood, and as you can see how it just really fibrous and tore. That's why I really don't like using balsa wood. I mean, it's a very good wood for beginners, especially because it's soft, easy to carve, but not great for detail because it wants to tear, and it's just not the best to work with. I prefer basswood, but for these somewhat larger sized carvings I've been doing lately, I can't find a piece of basswood big enough, so I've been going with balsa. But highly recommend basswood when you're starting out because it's soft, easy to carve, but it's also strong enough to put a good amount of detail in it. Alright, and we're going to keep working at it, and we'll be back with another video after this.